resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Good evening, New Orleans. This is The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is David D. Squared Disgruntled DeCorbier with
Brian Held.
You notice I said evening there, Brian?
I did, because you always say afternoon, and while we used to be in an afternoon time slot.
6 p.m. is the afternoon, Brian.
Well, technically you're correct, but it is more associated
Apropos?
with the evening. So
Good supper time, folks.
So, hey, happy New Year's Eve, everybody out there. It's December 31st.
It is.
And what are you doing right now, Dave?
I am probably blowing myself up, or I'm in the emergency room. One or the other. Not sure. Or I'm with the fire brigade, you know. Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo.
And I'm at home right now with a house full of guests. We're probably playing some board games or something very geeky. And we will be watching everyone else blow stuff up at midnight.
Okay, well, watch for falling debris. Or me. I'll just come falling out of the sky. Because I spent way too much money on fireworks this year.
As you usually do.
I do. But I prepare for it.
So, hey, let's introduce the show, Dave.
Let's do that. Now, as always, Brian, we strongly urge people to check out the Facebook page. It's facebook.com/The Week in Geek, or follow us on Twitter at Twig Radio, or check out our website at twigradio.com. Brian, how can people listen to this lovely show?
Well, they can always go to Spreaker.com and find our podcast under the Week in Geek Radio Show, or download Spreaker for their smartphone or tablet. All of our shows are there. They're all archived, and you can go listen to all of your favorites, or if you missed it this week, you can catch it there.
And for the love of God, follow us on Spreaker. We need followers. We need to break 100. And also, we love all of our listeners out there, because we finally broke 1,000, Brian.
1,000 on Facebook, yes.
I know, it's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah, it's great. No, we're very happy. So, real quick, let's this weekend in 2 days, we'll be at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner for NOLA Gaming Fest.
That we will, Saturday and Sunday, the 2nd and the 3rd, and igl.gg. I am told it is a website and that it works.
It does work, yes.
Okay, I'm going to believe you. Not
And,
really, but...
So... You're so ridiculous, Dave. But, yeah, we're going to be out there all weekend. We're going to have a table. Come stop by and say hello and hang out with us. We'll be recording.
Yeah. We're going to do some live internet radio with Spreaker.com. Follow us on Spreaker. But honestly, I'm really kind of excited about the event, because it's their inaugural event. It's the first one.
Yeah.
And, I'm really curious to see what they do. And a lot of the local fandom are helping put on this event. So,
Dude, they keep adding more and more stuff to the lineup. There's going to be tons of great prizes and things that are going to give away. Tubby and Coos, of course, is going to be there. GameStop is going to be there sponsoring the event. It's just, there's so much stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked when we had Joe in studio, how he made the comment about how they're also honoring the original nerds with the chess teams.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Chess battle.
And then, of course,
2 nerds enter, 1 nerd leaves.
With all of that going on, right 1 week later, we're going to be at Wizard World.
Yeah, we're even on the map, Brian.
We're on the map. You can find us if you look up iHeartMedia WODT. That is our booth. 720.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. So right near the entrance. So.
I know, man. You'd think they'd tuck us away in the back where nobody could see us. We got, we're on radio. You'd think they'd be like, get them away.
No.
But no, we're up front.
I know.
With the beautiful people.
Yeah, it's great. So... all right, well, hey, and then more stuff down the pike as well. Lots of stuff coming up.
Yeah, and look, we keep putting it on the Facebook page, but honestly, you got to keep entering every day at foxsportsam1280.com for the Michael Cudlitz VIP package.
Yeah.
I mean, enter every day, because you can win a VIP package. It's like $500 value. And we also have some one-day passes for Friday or Sunday, dealer's choice. First come, first serve. Either message us on a Facebook page or on the Spreaker podcast. Just say, hey, I want a Christmas present, and we're going to hook you up from the Week in Geek.
Yeah, either a Friday or a Sunday pass. Your choice. Just
we'll
let us
give
know.
you a pair so you can bring a friend.
Yeah.
So, man, all right. So, look, we have an interview coming up right now, don't we,
Yes,
Brian?
Johnathan Martin. I met him at the NOLA Horror Film Fest. That was a few months ago at this point. And we sat down and talked with him. It was a really nice interview. He's got a lot of stuff going on, so we want to go ahead and reach in the archives and air that now.
Yeah, because this is the year in review. So, we just want to let things that have slipped through the cracks, per se. So we're going to give those to you now. So, guys, stay tuned. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. And now the Johnathan Martin interview.
This is Brian Held with the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280, and I'm here with Johnathan Martin at the New Orleans Horror Film Fest. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, sir.
Fantastic. So you are a filmmaker.
That's right. Yeah, I'm a writer, director, producer of films.
And you're here doing a preview screening, correct?
That's correct. It's for a film called Kiss the Devil in the Dark. It's a dark fantasy film starring Doug Jones, who's really well known for Pan's Labyrinth, Hellboy, Falling Skies, Hocus Pocus, kind of the top creature performer in Hollywood. And in fact, he's going to be in Crimson Peak for Guillermo del Toro this October. And so it stars him. It also stars Amrita Acharya from Game of Thrones and Damian Clark, he was the voice of Handsome Jack in the Borderlands video game series. So
wow, those are some big names, man.
Yeah. Friendships help. When you can make friends with the right people, it could definitely help as far as that goes. And so, yeah, we did this. I actually co-directed it with my younger sister, who's at film school in London, and it was her idea, and we kind of implemented it. So that was a different experience, co-directing with somebody who's never done it before. But we have some pretty high production values, and it's really a Faustian tale of don't make a deal with the devil.
How would somebody find out about this? Like, how does it release?
It is a short film, as far as that goes, and so generally, everybody kind of has a different plan for their short films. Some people make them to be seen, which I think most short filmmakers do, but so some of them, they just make it and then they release it on YouTube, and there it is. They let it be. I think most, though, who want to be taken maybe a little bit more seriously, that doesn't knock what that's happening, because there's definitely been success from that, just releasing it on YouTube. But I think those who are a little bit more serious want it to be seen by people. They go the film festival route. And so generally you'll see people do that for about the 6 months to a year or two of the short film, and they'll tour it around film festivals, and hopefully it gets into a lot of festivals and a lot of people get to see it, and more relationships come out of it and what have you. So that's generally the release. I think our plan for this is when we start going into festivals either later this fall or early this winter, we'll probably go for about a year, and then we'll release it online probably around Halloween next year.
All right, so another important question I have to ask you, we talked about it a little bit earlier, was you're also involved with another film festival, right?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm actually the festival director and founder for a film festival called Film Quest. And even though I'm originally from Houston, I lived in Utah for the second half of my life, and so we run that out of Salt Lake City. It's every June. And we just had our second season, and it's a festival for the fantastic, so sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and the beyond. And we really believe in the spirit of that message. And in fact, JT, who runs NOLA, he had his own film, The Peripheral, that played there and was nominated for a few awards, and he came on out. And we're growing really well. We were actually named by Movie Maker magazine one of the 50 film festivals worth the entry fee, which for a second-year genre fest, that just doesn't happen. And so that was really cool. And so we're on the up with that, and we take it very seriously. And Cthulhu is our mascot. And we
nice.
Yeah, so we give away this really this 12-inch tall Cthulhu trophy that a lot of people have already started coveting, and so I think that's helped put us on the map in a big way. And we kind of look at it like you have your major genre festivals, and we look at ours as, hey, we're the one that kind of kickstarts the whole genre fest run. That's what we're kind of positioning ourselves for with that June start. So you can start with us, and then you go with the rest of them as far as it goes.
All right, so a super important question, when and where, and how do we find out more information?
About Film Quest? Okay, so it's generally, it usually starts around June 18th. It's 9 days that we run it for. It's in Salt Lake City, Utah. And you can find out more information at filmquestfestival.com. Also going to have a new website, sister website, filmquestfest.com, launching soon. And you could also find us on Facebook, of course.
Of course.
At FilmQuest. And we're also on Twitter. We're on Instagram. You can email us at filmquestfestival@gmail.com. And so if you're a filmmaker looking to get involved or a screenwriter, we hold a screenwriting competition. We will look at your film and hopefully it could get in.
Oh, yeah. No, that's great. We're definitely going to have to go follow this and keep tabs on you guys. Johnathan, it's been an absolute pleasure. I appreciate your time.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's the NOLA Gaming Fest on January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with over $10,000 in cash and prizes, and much, much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to igl.gg on the net.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
This is the Week in Geek.
Hail to the king, baby.
On Fox Sports 1280.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Well, that's just what we call pillow talk, baby.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
Drew Brees.
Oh, geez. So for this next segment, we also reached into the archives and pulled out the Ryan Ballard interview that I did at Chewburnitall several months ago, and we got an exclusive out of Ballard for the upcoming Chewbacca's parade. That's only 34 days away as of the time of this recording. It'll actually be closer by the time this airs. And so a lot of good information about not only Chewburnitall and kind of the origin there, but a little bit in depth into Chewbacca's itself. And that's such a great event. It's something that I've marched in every year. It's been around, and it's a lot of fun. So, thankfully he was able to sit down with me and kind of give me a little bit of an exclusive, and we're happy to finally be able to air it now.
Yeah, right. And you were able to walk away without smelling like a dirty hippie.
Oh,
good on you, Brian.
Come on now. And just he talks about having a guest DJ for the event.
That's a good...
It was Woody Harrelson was the guest DJ.
And we discussed the scoop that you got also.
Yes, yeah, the scoop is in there.
This is Brian Held with the Week in Geek radio show, broadcasting to you live from Ignition Chewburnitall, and I'm here with Ryan Ballard. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, what's happening, Brian? How you doing, buddy?
Outstanding, sir. Why I got you here is I want to find out what is at the heart of this event. What does this event mean? How did it come together? What's some of the origin that people might not know about this?
Chewbacca's is a constantly evolving conceptual art project. As those of us who run this crazy Mardi Gras crew turned satirical space cult have evolved ourselves over the years, we've made choices about like what Chewbacca means and what we're gonna do with this magical space Bigfoot god that we've invoked. Over the last 3 or 4 years, I became involved in the Burning Man community. I met a lot of wonderful Burning Man people who are some of my best friends, and I realized that there's a space right in between freaks and geeks. there's a spot for an alliance. Ignition is fundamentally like a freak geek alliance. Like it's the best and brightest of the burners collaborating with the best and weirdest of our nerds in Chewbacca's, and we've built this open collaborative institution. It's very similar to the parade in a lot of ways. The parade is a mobile collaborative sculpture garden where people come under the umbrella of Chewbacca's, and they bring their own ideas and their own concepts. They build their own contraptions. They roll in the parade with their little clique of friends. It's really like a couple hundred parades.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the Chewbacca's parade it's the one blanket umbrella of the Wookiee, but really like certain groups in the parade, there are whole parades unto themselves. Some of them are bigger than most other DIY parades. The groups that roll in Chewbacca's would on their own be bigger than a lot of the other smaller parades, like Crew to Who. Crew to Who is it's one of our biggest crews, and it's a cohesive parade unto itself inside the Chewbacca's parade. You know what I mean? And all the groups, eventually, if they do it right, get to that point. Crap's there now, where they're like Crap is their whole contingent with their own theme and their own floats and stuff, and they roll inside our parade.
So Chewburnitall has taken on that same dynamic.
Exactly. That same ethos right from the beginning is what we decided to apply to this. I realized out at T-Bois Festival last spring that Chewbacca's, we were just coming off the huge success of last year's Chewbacca's parade, biggest and best parade we've ever done. Massive success at our new space at the end of St. Claude, new route going down St. Claude. We brought back the St. Claude parade in a big way, and the neighborhood came out and supported us, and all the local businesses were stoked. And I realized how there were so many people in the crew who were totally capable of building their own sort of theme camp. And I thought, man, I was at T-Bois, and we had the Burner Village, and then there was the Tribe of Yes kids who roll in Chewbacca's as Crew to Tunes and Vomit now this year, and there was other groups that were part of Chewbacca's, and we were all intermixed with the Burners and their various factions and groups. And I realized, man, let's do it it's kind of like a stationary version of the parade. You build a big cool prop, instead of having to move it, you interact with it in some way. You turn it into a piece of interactive art or a sound camp, or you burn it. You build big sculptures and torch them. Torching big sculptures is primal. It's very, very satisfying. There's nothing quite like it.
So I know that Chewbacca's is an absolute PR media machine. How far has the message for this event gone out, and how far away have folks come in to join this?
Yeah, great question. So there's the National Geographic is here doing a story for the print edition of the magazine. CNN is here. MSNBC is here. Every media outlet in the world is here.
Wow.
Covering tomorrow in particular. They're all going to be here getting shots and video of that giant Wookiee god, and then watching us burn it to the ground.
So we're preparing this audio for tomorrow, right? So now it's Friday.
Yeah.
We still have Deep Thought tonight is gonna get the torch, right? So by the time folks are hearing this, we still have the Great Wookiee God to burn, and what's the other one?
And then the Mission Control Dome. We're gonna burn that last at midnight.
At midnight. All right. So what other kind of crazy spectacles are going on?
Oh, wow. So there's Gilliam the Cloudwell has just arrived and gotten in position. It's got this whole brand new, interactive lightning and rain display going on inside the Cotton Batten. Gilliam's amazing. Huge, crazy sculpture. The Interrobang kids really knock it out of the park. Then we got the R4D20 is over there with the giant spliff in his mouth. There's a super secret show that's, if you're hearing this, when I think you're hearing it, you'll have already either missed it or experienced it. But there's someone very, very special is DJing out of the R4D20 right after Deep Thought goes up tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right,
someone who's a huge fan of marijuana legalization, who happens to be in town filming a movie, and decided to come out and hook up with my boy Satterfield, who helped put that project together. It's a guy we all know. Everyone who sees this is going to be really excited that they saw it happen.
No, well, this will be airing probably about 8 to 10 hours after that event.
Oh, yeah.
So,
you missed it. You either saw it or missed it at this point, guys.
All right, so you're one of the 3 overlords for Chewbacca, right? Here's the opportunity. What's that insider information? What is coming down the pike for Chewbacca in the future? Anything you can give us, any little tidbit?
Here's a scoop. You heard it here first. We decided about an hour ago to allow gas-powered vehicles in the parade.
What?
It's time to get bigger. It's time to scale up. The last time we changed the rules, it was with Puke, and we let in fantasy, and that worked out freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So I think we've reached the point. We've got like the guy with the Cylon Raider, who's amazing in Florida. He's been wanting to bring it to the parade forever. We kept the hard line on like electronic or push-pulled vehicles only. That Cylon Raider deserves to roll, man. That thing needs to roll in the parade. We got 3 DeLoreans that want to roll in the parade.
Right.
So we're going to allow mutant vehicles in the parade. We're not going to allow like a truck covered in tinsel or some like that. That's not cool enough. It's got to be modified in a major way. It's a different level than the bikes and the push-pulled contraptions, so we're going to hold them to a different level of artistry. But we're going to allow mutant vehicles that are gas-powered in the parade as long as they're awesome.
So, like, I've seen the Mach 5, the Batmobile, or something along those lines.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's guys out there. There's nerds and fans and enthusiasts out there who've built all kinds of stuff from fandom, which we're going to get that, and then we're going to get crazy art cars and stuff too, like homemade original work. It'll be amazing. I think it's the next level up for Chewbacca. We'll start having like some serious pieces of large art cars rolling in the parade. We might as well get bigger, man.
No, and that's huge, man. That's huge news. And
heard it here first.
Thank you for letting me break this out to the masses there. So, Ryan, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much. Lots more for Chewburnitall to go. Let's have a great time.
All right, everyone, get out there and rock. Watch that Wookiee burn.
Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby and Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's the NOLA Gaming Fest on January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with over $10,000 in cash and prizes, and much, much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to igl.gg on the net.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Now back to The Week in Geek.
Ooh, I'm so happy.
Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
This is brilliant dialogue.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
Daisy Ridley.
Well, your voice has gotten so much deeper, Daisy.
Brian.
So, let's we need to do some top nerd news, Dave.
We do. So without much further ado, here's our top nerd news.
And now your top nerd news stories from around the world. Brought to you by Heroes Corner Comics. Find them on the World Wide Web at heroescornercomics.com. And now your top nerd news stories.
There's not too much to talk about. I mean, we have one big, huge topic. So how about we knock out the small stuff first?
Okay, let's do that.
All right. Have you seen the Deadpool trailer?
Why, yes, I have. And Colossus is in it.
I know.
Dude, I'm stoked about that. I love Colossus. I always liked Colossus. He was my favorite one in the X-Men arcade game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where they had Nightcrawler, because they all had special abilities. Nightcrawler's you, like, teleport around the whole screen. Pew, 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 pew. But Colossus had, he was just like a big, like, area effect, I think. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Colossus?
Yeah, Colossus.
Oh, well, it's some kind of slam or something.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you had, oh, Lord, you were fighting Magneto's little soldiers or whatever. I think they were Sentinels at the time.
So, look, honestly, I mean, I've been kind of excited for the Deadpool trailer, but to see this one.
I was literally kind of started getting a little bit skittish about if they were going to go too far with it. But now I think maybe they're going. And I'm talking about the curse words in essence here, because, there's already a bunch of tweets out there by angered parents going, I will not let my child see this superhero movie because superheroes are supposed to be excellent role models. And then they got a picture beneath her tweet of Deadpool going, I guess I'm not giving any bleeps today.
Right. Well, and I mean,
I'm all out of bleeps to give.
It's an R-rated movie,
yes.
Right? And Deadpool has never been a character to be any kind of role model for kids.
Never.
I mean, it's definitely for adults.
I'm honestly, look, I've taken DJ to see almost everything. I've failed him as a parent. I brought him this. We watched Judge Dredd, and every other word was the F-bomb.
Yeah.
So I guess I can't screw up much worse. And I mean, the kid loves Deadpool, but I can guarantee you, I'll probably be the only parent in his entire school to bring him to this, and I'm going to probably get a lot of ire from that.
You're probably going to want to watch it first.
Yeah. But I don't know.
So apparently the girl is a mutant known as Copycat.
Okay, that was my next question. The girl texting, what the hell is she, and what is her power? She's like pew!
What I'm reading here is essentially she's Mystique, but she only has the ability to copy other abilities is what she does. So she can't change her appearance.
Okay.
But she copies mutants' abilities. She was introduced in New Mutants 98.
So like a little mix of Rogue in there too? Like she can take their powers?
Yeah, essentially is kind of what
but
we're
without turning it into like a California grape. Heard it through the grapevine.
But no, so pretty excited about that.
When is it going out again? It's like it's got a year, huh? March next year? Or no, it's soon. It's February this year, huh?
Yes,
like
February 12th.
Jesus, so it's like 2 months.
I know.
Wow.
But at least it'll be after Mardi Gras because there's so much stuff going on up until Mardi Gras.
I know, huh?
Yeah. So all right, next thing on our list is Ready Player One.
They're going to be filming here in Louisiana.
I know. So, guys, if you're wanting to be an extra, stay tuned for that because they're probably going to call for extras.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
We should start stalking John Mangus.
Yes.
I'm sure he's going to know somebody who's going to be in it. He's probably going to be in it.
All right. I'm going to send him a message right after the show.
And then we're going to follow him. But don't tell him. Don't tell him we're following him. And then we'll inadvertently be in the movie. We're like, we're with John Mangus. No, really. Talk to his agent. We're those guys from the radio show.
But no, I'm excited for this. I've been constantly worried about what Jindo's done to Hollywood South, and I'm glad to hear a production is coming here and
of Spielberg caliber.
I know, and I love that book. Did you didn't catch the audio version, did you?
No, I did not.
It's narrated by Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton?
Yes.
Wheaton's. Well, and I have the other book, Armada, right here. I still haven't cracked the spine on it. I got so many books I'm so behind on.
Yeah. All right. Next.
Damn you, tubbyandcoos.com.
So next big thing on the radar, of course, is Star Wars. Like, we can't get enough of Star Wars, right?
All right, so should we preface this statement? We've talked about how people should come and talk to us about it at NOLA Gaming Fest, which is not tomorrow, but Saturday and Sunday, January 2nd and 3rd. Spoilers?
No, honestly, at this point, most people, have lifted the spoiler ban, which, we were talking about earlier is so surprising.
You and I hate people. You apparently love them, but I think that my faith has sort of been restored in humanity, that I have a little kindling of hope, that because not everyone subscribes to a severe baggery of sorts.
Right. Well, but most people have been really good about the spoilers.
Been absolutely wonderful about it. I mean, like, even they talk about how did J.J. Abrams have to kill redacted, and I mean, and that was just like a vague headline. So I mean, like, you could take it or leave it. It'd be like, well, did he really even kill anybody? And it's just, there was a lot of things like that where, I mean, you didn't even find out that Han Solo died from the internet. I mean, you didn't find out that Kylo Ren is Han's boy.
Right.
No. You didn't find any of that stuff out. They did a great job about it.
Well, and I'm wondering if for the mass media, if it was risking the ire of the mouse.
Well, I don't think it was just that. I think that people were taking their cues from other social media. People have learned that, when you come out and you be that knob, that people are going to come after you. Maybe not physically, but they're going to troll you on the internet. They're going to.
And there was an article that I saw about somebody getting beaten up for spoilers.
I just assumed that was not true.
It was totally a fake article. That did not happen.
I mean, but honestly, I could have seen it happening. Like that Homer Simpson trailer or clip where it's like Homer and Marge are walking out after seeing, Empire Strikes Back. I totally didn't see that Vader was Luke's father. And everybody's like, geez, you butthead. What a jerk.
Right.
And I mean, but nobody did that. I mean, everyone kept that a secret. That Han dies and Kylo's his dad.
No, I'm really surprised. I'm entirely too plugged into Facebook, and Facebook was pretty clear of spoilers from what I saw.
Yeah. I mean, people were really good. So bravo to all you people out there for not being, total
jerks.
Yeah. Bad words.
Right. But, man, look, at the point that we're recording this, they just announced that the movie made over $1 billion.
$1 billion with a B.
Yes.
That is insanity. And then you and I were looking at how much it costs to make said movie.
Well, and the speculation is between $175 and $200 million, which, of course, is in the range for these blockbusters nowadays, to be in the 200 to
like
220.
Avengers was 220.
Yeah, exactly.
And so this was probably closer in the 250 range, if I had to guess.
But now, one of the article we looked at that had a full breakdown on all the numbers.
Right.
And I just don't think that there's accuracy in the marketing aspect. Now, you and I discussed it a whole lot about, who is paying who for all that marketing?
Well, right.
I mean,
wait. I posit the theory that Disney went to the grape company and said, if you want to put Yoda on your little grapes, you're either going to kick us some cash or it's going to just wash out. That we'll give you the rights. And in exchange, you get to put Star Wars and Yoda on your packaging, and it's free advertising for them.
Well, true. And I would imagine that typically in that instance, the movie or the production house would pay for that privilege, but this is Star Wars.
Well, I mean, look, they shafted Quentin Tarantino.
They did. And that was...
well, Quentin Tarantino's an idiot for not getting in writing. A handshake in Hollywood is going to get you about as far as a handshake in Gert Town.
Yeah. So, all right, we're coming up on a break.
Good
real
Lord,
soon.
that quick?
That quick. It's always that quick. So when we come back, of course, we're going to close out the show with This Week in Geek History, and I've got a few things that may actually get you fired up.
God, I hate it when you do that. Nah, secretly, I love it because I just love getting angry, Brian.
I know.
So, all right, guys. So this is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280, and when we come back, This Week in Geek History, and also, we'll be out at NOLA Game Fest this weekend, January 2nd and 3rd. Come see us. So stay tuned. This is, Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
Bringing together gamers of all stripes, it's the NOLA Gaming Fest on January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. Join us for 48 hours of all things gaming, marking this as the largest community gaming event to ever take place in Louisiana. There will be vendors, panels with game designers, game demos, tournaments with over $10,000 in cash and prizes, and much, much more. You can't miss NOLA Gaming Fest. For more information, go to igl.gg on the net.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Welcome back, New Orleans. You're listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. This is Brian Held with
Yaya Han. My favorite and yours.
Of course. So, are you ready for some This Week in Geek history, Dave?
No, not yet, actually.
Okay.
Because, well, Comic-Con is coming up, and I wanted to talk a little bit about what the hell we're going to wear.
What are we going to wear?
I don't know. Well, all right. Well, I have two kids. And so I'm DJ. I picked him up this Red Hood mask, so I think he's going to be Red Hood. So I think I'm going to get Dean a little Robin costume. Yeah, have him be a little Robin, and then I'll be Nightwing.
That'll be
cool.
There
will be all three versions of Robin.
Well,
and only Dean will get stuck with a crappy Robin.
Well, yeah, but see, last year you were Nick Fury and DJ was Captain America.
No, DJ was Winter Soldier and Dean was Captain America.
Yes, that's right.
So I think that's what we're going to do. What are you going to do? Because we're going to be stuck behind the booth for a while, man.
We are, and I haven't even thought about it yet. We've got too much other stuff on our plate, man.
Brian.
Yeah, I know.
You cut me to the quick, sir.
I'll dig something out of the closet.
You better find something, yeah. Just put on your Tuesday clothes and my Wednesday pants.
All right. So now, are you ready for some This Week in Geek History?
Okay, sure.
All right.
This Week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
This Week in Geek History is brought to you by NOLA Gaming Fest, January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center. Find them on the net at igl.gg. This Week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
All right, Dave. First thing on my list is December 28th, 1974. Tom Baker takes over for John Pertwee as the Fourth Doctor in Doctor Who.
And our lives were never the same.
That's true. He's everybody's doctor. Or, well,
anybody who's anybody. Anybody who matters.
For most of us old fans, he is the definitive doctor for Doctor Who. And it was so nice to see him back for the 50th and all that good stuff. And, yeah, just definitely great actor to put in that role.
Yeah, I haven't been checking BBC lately, but I mean, they used to have Breakfast with Baker, and I mean, I really enjoyed watching that because it was like so nostalgic. It was cool.
Yeah.
So good on you, Tom Baker.
All right. Next on my list is a fun one. December 29th, 1967. The Star Trek episode "The Trouble with Tribbles" airs.
Tribbles.
Yes.
You know, how many spin-offs did they make with the Tribbles? I mean, they did the DS9 episode.
That's the only one I remember.
Is that the only one?
That's the only one I remember. But did you know that Tribbles are the sworn enemy of the Klingon Empire?
Oh, yeah. That I do know. And I mean, well, I liked how when they did the DS9 episode, Worf was there.
Yeah.
And they're like, where do you see Klingon? Where do you see Klingons? I don't see any Klingons in here. What, how come he doesn't? I don't wish to talk about it.
Yes, that was good.
And it's like, we cannot talk about this plot hole. We didn't have good prosthetics back in the 70s.
No, they did it. They did a really good job on that DS9 episode.
That was fun. Yes.
All right.
And you know what? I have a Tribble floating around this house somewhere. I picked it up at a con, but it hasn't reproduced anywhere.
Well, good for you.
Just me.
Yeah. Maybe it's dead, and you need some of Kirk's blood to reanimate it.
Ooh,
magic
blood, magic blood.
All right. Before we get to anybody too worked up, next item on my list.
Talking to you, Randolph Allen.
You're going to love this. December 29th, 2002. It's the airing of C-Lab 2021's episode titled The Feast of Alvis, in which the holiday Alvistide is introduced, and the quote, "Believer, you have forgotten the true meaning of Alvis Day. Neither is it ham nor pomp. Nay, the true meaning of Alvis Day is drinking and revenge."
Before you got to that last part, I wanted to say I hate your face, but now I really like that.
Yeah, you see, I knew you would like
drinking and revenge.
Yes,
my two favorite pastimes, man.
So it's kind of like it reminds me of Festivus, right?
Yes.
So airing of the grievances and the wrestling.
The guy who did I'm a bleep hole.
Dennis Leary?
Yes, he did another one. We're drinking and fighting and drinking and
fighting. Yes. I think it's
we have no heads. We have no heads.
I think it's an Irish drinking song.
Yes, we drink and we fight and we fight and we drink. Yeah, that's a Thursday for an Irishman.
Well, speaking of drinking, you're really going to like this one. All right? On December 31st, 1759. You ready for this one, Dave?
1759?
Yes. Arthur Guinness of Guinness Stout fame signs a 9,000-year lease at 45 pounds per annum and starts brewing Guinness. How cool is that?
That is forethought. Yeah. Foresight. I have the best beer in the land, and I need a really long lease.
9,000 years. That's insane.
Who's his landlord? And was it some senile old dotard who's just like, give me a shilling. I'll give you some land.
Yeah, no, I've heard of other leases that actually are for extended periods of time, and this must be one of those.
That's an extended period, all right. I mean, normally you get a 2-year with a 2-year option.
Yeah.
You know? He enacted his other 9,000-year option?
I guess so. All right, next item on my list you're going to hate is January 1st, 1970. It's the beginning of Unix time, Dave.
Like the dudes with no balls?
No. As in
Unix?
The operating system, the computer operating system known as Unix, UNIX, right?
See, I'd rather... I'm thinking, the guys from Game of Thrones.
No, actually, in the code that they use, they
chop off your nuts?
No, there are timestamps, and it's in a Unix code, and it references back to this date as the beginning of that timestamp.
Say Unix again.
Unix, UNIX.
See, every time you say it, I
jeez,
just think of some poor dude singing in the castrati.
All right. Well, speaking of singing, because they sometimes do this. The next one's for you.
Okay.
January 1st, 2006. The Swedish Pirate Party is formed to reform copyright and patent laws. So it's
Swedish Pirate Party. It sounds like a porno.
No, but
Swedish Pirate Party.
We don't talk about politics here in the Week in Geek, but I figured that's a political party that you'd be interested in joining.
I mean, what is it about? Drinking and revenge?
No, it's about copyright and patent laws.
Oh, well, do they celebrate Elvis Day?
They may.
They may. Well, they should. Oh, so is that like Pirate Bay, where everybody stole their movies from?
It has involvement with Pirate Bay. Yeah.
So do they like Pirate Bay or do they hate Pirate Bay?
Well, that would be getting into the politics, Dave. You'll have to Google it.
But you brought it up.
I'm just saying that they were formed.
This will be an Elvis Day you will rue. You will rue this Elvis Day, sir.
All right. Are you ready for some birthdays? I got a whole bunch of birthdays.
Sure. Can I say no? Is that an option?
No, it's not an option.
Damn it.
All right. December 28th is Stan Lee.
Hey, all right. Hey, I'm looking at his picture on my wall.
Also, December 28th is Nichelle Nichols.
Hey, all right.
Yeah. And also on the 28th, Attack of the Show co-host and television personality Kevin Pereira. Do you remember him?
No.
No, Attack of the Show was pretty good.
Because there was a hot chick on Attack of the Show.
Olivia Munn. Is
right, so I have no idea there was anybody else on that show.
On the
Ching!
Yeah, on the 29th, Andy Wachowski, the Wachowski brothers.
Oh, I thought they were twins for some reason.
I guess not.
So, yeah, well, if one has one date, the other one has a different. Obviously, they weren't.
Yeah. So, also on the 29th, Jude Law. Happy birthday to him.
He was in a bunch of movies. What was the one? With the moon. They would Gattaca.
Was he in Gattaca?
He was in Gattaca. I believe so.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Say that again, Brian.
I said I think you're right. I didn't.
I gotta love it when we record this crap. It's the best show ever.
That wasn't a confirmation or an agreement.
You will rue this Elvis Day.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next one is December 30th. We talked about this earlier. Kelly Maroney.
Oh, wait. She was in Night of the Comet.
And Fast Times at Ridgemont
High.
Oh,
God. She wore the little cheerleader outfit in Night of the Comet. God, it was such a horrible movie.
Yeah. So
best ending ever, though.
Oh, yeah. Also, on the 31st, Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer, all right. Boy, he's looking rough.
He is. And January 2nd, Tia Carrere.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. Well, Happy New Year. Merry New Year. Mumbuli. Ha! So, guys, come out and see us this weekend, January 2nd and 3rd at the Pontchartrain Center in Kenner. And like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Brian, anything else?
No, that's it. Come see us this weekend.
All right, guys. Till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
GFL.